2015 Women's EuroBasket. And our second game of the day promises to be a tightly contested situation. Slovak Republic take on Russia. Both teams suffered agonizing defeat on day one of this second phase. The Slovaks lost by 2 to Serbia, and Russia squandered a huge lead and lost by 4 to Lithuania. Remember, there are 6 teams in each of the 2 groups. This is Group F. Only 4 teams can progress to the quarterfinals, which take place in Budapest. Had one game already today, and Lithuania overwhelmed Croatia, winning by 19 in the end. They were always in control after taking a big early lead. Our last game of the day will be Serbia against Spain, and it is all about points towards qualification. With that win, Lithuania have overtaken Slovakia in the group table. They're 2-2 now to go with Slovak Republic's 1-2. Croatia are out. So 4 teams from 5 now here in Gior. A lot of Slovak Republic fans here, as indeed there were in Sopron. They made a tremendous effort to get behind their team. And Coach Kovacic has done a wonderful job so far. Very, very nearly beat the reigning champion Spain. They lost that one by 1 in Sopron. They could be one of the surprise teams of this tournament. I was very privileged to see them in Sopron. I'm Roy Birch, my colleague here, Mark Clark, former Great Britain coach, was in Szombathely, where he saw Russia. Mark, to me, this has a very tight game about it.
Well, what I'm really waiting to find out, Roy, is how Russia responds to what would have been a very mentally tough loss to take, and that's what tournament play is all about. It's about trying to respond. It's a slightly different issue for this Slovak Republic team, because obviously they had the heartbreaking loss, but it wasn't the same type of loss. And when they looked at this draw, they realised how many games they have to win, how they can put themselves in a position.
Yeah, that's a very good point. What with Anatoly Mishkin, the 60-year-old coach of Russia, there he is on the left of his screen there. What would his response have been to losing an 18-point lead? They just fell apart in the last 12 minutes.
They almost got over complacent because they had the lead. They were joking, laughing, they felt they were in control. But obviously Lithuania just hit them with a barrage of threes and they just lost their way. I mean, we can talk about this more after the national anthems, but I'm really expecting Russia to come out very physical here.
So here we go with the national anthems of both Russia and the Slovak Republic.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now listen to the national anthem of Russia, most pedig Oroszország himnusza következik.
Well, there's the Russian team. And the lady at the back of that lineup there, as we look at the three referees for this game, we've got Frenchman Joseph Basang, we've got the Pole Janusz Chalik, and the Montenegrin Ognjen Jokic. Just got a brief glance there of a certain Irina Osipova. She would love to celebrate her 34th birthday next week with a medal, preferably a gold, of course, in Budapest. But first of all, they've got to get there.
Well, Roy, I actually, when we saw them in the first round, I made the statement they could be anything. They could be a medalist team. They may not even make the knockout stage. And I think they've added some consistency, and they almost just got too comfortable in that game against Lithuania. The other issue is that Vinnie Prince didn't practice yesterday. Obviously, they played that down as a real issue. That was just precautionary, because Prince has come up with some phenomenal numbers in this competition. Yeah, she's averaging 13.6 a game. It's just the percentages she's hitting, and she's in the 50s and 60% from the 2 and the 3-point line. She's just been a phenomenal offensive threat. But you have to match that up against the performance of Kristi Toliva. I mean, she was just phenomenal in the game against Serbia, and the fact that the Serbians kept it to 5 points in the second half, 0 points in the fourth quarter, and the Slovak Republic were in that dilemma. She was the safest person to bring the ball down the floor, but then they didn't have options to get the ball back to her later in the offense. So this could be one of those games again where the Slovak Republic intensity defensively, one of the highest scoring teams in the tournament, off of their defense, will really challenge the speed, because Russia are the biggest, the most dominant physical presence in the tournament. It's just who dominates that battle that will probably get the win here. Can Russia make it a half-court game, and can they make it slow and be efficient, or can the Slovak Republic run hard down the floor and get early shots and get Kristi Toliva going early?
Well, we had a chat with Coach Anatoly Mishkin when Russia were practicing the other day, and he told us he played against Magic Johnson 6 times. And when I got here to Gio after arriving from Chipron, I know, Mark, you were salivating about the lady that we've called Magic.
Well, Osipova's performances, Roy, have just been phenomenal. We've both seen her over a number of tournaments where she's been the role player coming off the bench. She's very much central to what they do as a group, and she's just distributing passes so well.
13 turnovers in a game.
13 assists.
13 assists, sorry.
I wouldn't want anyone to think she's doing 13 turnovers. But she's doing this whole thing with a passion and a smile about it. And she's at the end, towards the end of her career, and she's just having fun as a leading player on the team. And she's played with some of the greats of European basketball, both in club and in country competition. And now she is absolutely fundamental to how well this Russian team does.
So here we go, the Slovakians out there first. And no problem, as far as we can see, with Epiphany Prince of Russia. She's starting. There she is. Number 10. And just checking to see who's on the floor to make sure they know their defensive assignments.
Foul trouble is going to be the issue potentially for Slovakia, Roy, isn't it, as well? Jusenkova, and they've got to stay clean, and they've got to be in the game, because they don't have the same size resources coming off the bench. And Ryzhkova with that mid-range game could be really important if Slovakia need to tick the scoreboard over in the half court.
Also going to be very interesting to see how long Coach Kovacic can wait before he introduces Zuzana Zurikova, carrying a foot injury. She's not started yet. And that continues today. Here's Epiphany Prince. Prince defended by her fellow American, now Slovakian naturalized player, who gets the first rebound of the game. And down the floor quickly, the Slovakians, the bench punch the air. They get the scoreboard moving first. The assist from Toliva.
Well, that's an up-tempo game. Got the fast break points. Great start for Slovakia.
And a great start for Russia as well, as they go inside to Natalie Veru.
That's the game right there. Inside for Russia, running down the floor for Slovakia.
Well, another easy two for Slovakia.
I wouldn't be surprised where at some point in this game Russia have got a very big zone option they put on the floor. Be interested to see how they go to that.
It's a shootout here in Gio. 3 points there, Epiphany Prince. Giving us a long two. Towed the line. Good hands from Veru. I just saw Epiphany Prince there look at the scoreboard in disbelief that that was just a two.
I thought she'd towed the line just, but she looks so comfortable if you let her get into her own space and time.
Two players who have played against each other so often in the EuroLeague, Prince and Tolliver. And the first foul is against, almost inevitably, Anna Jurgenkova. They have to manage her foul so carefully, Slovak Republic.
Well, Russia's tempo in the half court for you all to see there. Slow it down, try and isolate, seal off on the inside. Just executed beautifully.
Great distribution from Russia. And the three misses and the rebound for Barbara Balankova. And that's deflected out of bounds by Eugenie Belikova.
This is going to be a real test for the Slovak Republic in terms of staying with this push, as get the ball down the floor quickly. It's going to be really hard for them to maintain that for the whole game. But I think they've got to do it if they're going to get the win.
I think a big advantage for the Slovaks is they've not had an easy game, whereas Russia, well, they overwhelmed Serbia. And they thought they were going to overwhelm Lithuania as well. But in tight games, Slovaks tend to come out on top. Veru sets the pick for Prince, and that's a great pick and roll, and the miss, and Osipova the rebound, and that's a held ball. Great hands there from Barbara Balankova. And Osipova with a rebound, and she took it down. Good violation against Epiphany Prince.
Well, both teams are getting the shots they want. Hruskova with the mid-range jump shot, moves going to the basket for the Slovak Republic, and Russia going inside. So both teams are getting the shots they want.
Look at the defense on Prince, by Prince rather, on Tolliver. That's an open shot, and he can't decline those. Sofia Ryzhikova.
I think Ryzhikova could be the most important player on the floor because they are going to chase Tolliver all over the place. If they do what they did then, leave her open mid-range, she's got the ability to make those shots all day.
But you know for a fact that when Tolliver is double teamed, she'll find the open man. Such is the class of the player. And here go Slovakia on the break. That's a great step through from Martina Kishova. Patient play here from Russia. Well, the open shot again, and it's Beliakova doing the captain's job. And look how quickly the Slovakians get the ball down the floor. The foul, Veru.
That's great preparation by the coaching staff to say that's what we have to do. They can't be disappointed after Russia score because they're going to score, obviously, with that quality team. They've got to get it in goal at every opportunity.
And both teams lost rather in the first game of the opening phase, and wonderful footwork again. Anna Jurgenkova after Tolliver had her shot blocked. A good no foul there from Irina Osipova. There's Osipova. Osipova to a new soulmate, Epiphany Prince. This time, no problem. It is a three. Oh, that's open. And the rebound, Hrishkova, and she misses the lefty. Oh, that's a foul against Hrishkova.
See, Roy, situations like that, the Slovak Republic are going to pick up fouls as this game develops, because Russia is so big. They can't pick up silly fouls like that, of pushing the screen and, pushing people away from the ball. That's just not, they've got to use their fouls wisely.
That's why that first foul against Jurgenkova was so important there. She's blocking the shot, and here go the Slovaks on the break. That's an emphatic block shot there. Balankova takes over at the point. And Tolliver waiting in the corner. They've switched men on her, and the foul. Well, I think you might agree that Veru thought she was the.
Well, that's an offensive foul. When you hook like that, hand round the back, right in front of the official before the pass was made, you can't put your hand like that and seal off. It's one of the things that I think is really crazy when they let the game develop and then don't stop that hold.
Another foul, Osipova, and the Russians, that's 3 team fouls. One of them unfortunate, 2 of them avoidable.
And that's the issue Russia will have when they get exposed on the perimeter. If they switch and their rotations are pretty sophisticated in terms of the way the bigs rotate on any switches.
Kristi Tolliver comes out for the Slovaks, but to be replaced by Zuzana Zirikova. She of the miracle shot sometimes. Oh, great penetration. Wonderful move by Barbara Balankova. Prince, defended by Balankova. Well, again, a good no foul by Jurgenkova. So the Russians get within 1 through Veru. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What a pick and roll, played to perfection. The pass from Zirikova, and we have an and 1. And on the foul line, Hrishkova.
Just out of shot as they ran the pick and roll. The movement away from the ball just took Veru far enough away that she couldn't recover. That's just excellent off-court execution, but the tempo of the way that the Slovak Republic have come into this, even in the half-court, the tempo is quick, and they are really challenging and extending the Russian defense.
And the and 1 is completed. Zirikova on defense. Well, no problem for Kirilova. Not this time, the rebound Veru.
And that's a poor shot. That's what Jurgenkova doesn't shoot the ball from there. Well, now great transition, doesn't need to take that.
Prince. Oh, that's great offense. Penetration from Prince and then dish it out for the 3. Belikova hits her 5th point. Yeah, save the Russians. Zirikova. Not this time on the pick and roll. She finds Balankova. Osipova, and there's a foul. Osipova, I think that's his 2nd. Or was it? He was indeed her. Yeah, I thought he might have been the player who came across to help.
Let's take a look here.
It's a hand on the back. That's why we have 3 referees in basketball.
Again, though, yeah, she had a hand on the back, but it's not the biggest amount of contact we've seen already in the game.
Balankova hits the 1st.
Same situation again. The Slovaks are just being so aggressive. Really are challenging this Russian defense.
Slovak fans not had far to come, and they're enjoying themselves at the moment. 17 plays 17. And Prince is having to handle everything at the point for Russia, whereas the Slovaks can interchange their guards. She's blocked, Osipova's blocked, and somehow Russia get the loose ball. But they didn't regain possession, didn't lose possession, so the no reset. That's a lovely pass, and the foul. Osipova gets her scoring moving. Great reading of the game clock there from the Russians. Alley-oop for a second there. Oh, lovely move. Great hands from Sofia Rushchukova.
Superb footwork to get to one side of the ring and then come back to finish, because Osipova had her. Great movement.
Prince to Osipova. Strange looking shot, and over the back, it's Veru the foul. Well, it's not. It's Jurgenkova's second. Well, who's holding who here?
Well, the only hands you can see is Jurgenkova's hands. Palms of the hands on the body.
You might say she got away with the foul at the other end,
yep.
But that's justice has seen to have been done. Romana Vinic-Klova comes in, number 6, the veteran for Slovakia. Kristi Toleva wants to come in as well. Here she comes, replacing Balinkova. Balinkova. Prince from way outside the arc, and the rebound, Hrushchukova. Zirikova. Hrushchukova inside for nothing, and what an outlet pass there from Veru. Oh, that's great passing. Wow, the shot was there was a fingertip on it, just about blocked on the rebound by Vinic-Klova.
Just the intensity and the rotation back.
Oh, Susanna Zirikova. Well, and the referee just said to the coach, sit down or you get a technical. The coach was asking for a foul, and the French referee said, sit down or you'll...
Oh, well, she was definitely fouled, Roy.
Yep.
Definitely fouled.
No question. The referee said she might have flopped.
Wow.
There's a shot block.
Martina Kisova has just tried to educate young Maria Vadiva. 2 blocks on 2 consecutive plays. Vadiva's gone up expecting to make shots, and Kisova said, no, this is EuroBasket for women. This is not an age group tournament. Vadiva's been so impressive as a young 16-year-old for Russia, but she's just got a very warm welcome to the game, and Kisova just out-athleted her.
Kisova out, and Palinikova, number 9, in for the Slovaks. Here she is, back to Toleva. I think one referee was saying there to the Slovak coach, don't appeal, let us referee. And that's a defensive foul against Daria Nomok.
My only issue, because I'm not a referee, my only issue is that the contact has been inconsistently called so far, because Zirikova was fouled. There was contact on the way, and then, as I said, with the Osipova foul, there was minimal contact.
Which is a shame, because in the games I've done in this tournament, the referee's been totally consistent.
Absolutely. I would agree with you 100%, but most of that is because this Slovakian team is really challenging Russia, so therefore it's putting every play is almost a challenge for the official to make the correct call, so they're under a lot of pressure in this game.
Well, we just saw possibly a historic moment. Zuzana Zirikova missed 2 foul shots in a row. Vadiva inside, it's good defense from, and again good defense. Oh, but didn't she recover well? What poise inside for a 16-year-old.
Wow, she took a lot of contact. Made a great move, went up in the end with her left hand to protect it.
Well into the last minute of the first period, nothing separating Russia and the Slovak Republic. Shot clock on 8. Coach Kovacic is going berserk almost, and Toleva misses, and Vinic-Klova is fouled. Vadiva just hangs on to her opponent. Great rebound.
Well, that's just great recognition by the coach, as well as Toleva. Now, he's given her a hard time because he thought she should have perhaps gone to the basket. But with Veru trying to guard the shot, that gives them the numbers on the glass. You've still then got to take advantage of it, and Vinic-Klova went and just grabbed the offensive board.
And Slovakia hit the lead. Got a great shot there of Maria Vadeeva. Her face, it looks good kill. 2 from 2, and Slovakia hit the lead with a 1 second differential between game and shot clock at the end of the first. Here's Prince. She's looked up at the game clock. She knows she wants Russia to take the last shot of the period, I think. Or does she? Well, Vadeeva gets the rebound, and it's tied again, 4 seconds. Here's Susanna for the long shot. Not that time. So 23 plays 23 after 10 minutes. Russia and the Slovak Republic. Remember, both teams lost their first game here in the second phase. So something has to give. Leading scorer in the game at the moment is Slovakia's number 8. That's Sofia Ryščáková, 7 points.
Well, getting a look at the stats, and both teams shooting the ball really, really efficiently. No trip to the free throw line for the Russians. That's largely because the Slovak Republic have been very aggressive going to the middle, trying to get to the hoop. They've challenged the defense, and it's got to be that way for the whole game. I don't believe that the Slovak Republic will get this done in the half court. Be interesting to see if Coach Miskin goes to his zone. He was so effective against Serbia because they really did control the tempo of the game.
Just watching highlights of the first period so far. After 10 minutes, only 2 players from Russia on 2 fouls. That's Vera and Osipova, and only 1 player from the Slovak Republic. Inevitably, it's Jurjenkova, number 13. Kristi Toliver yet to score, but there's Hryščáková, leading scorer in the game on 7. A little shake and a bake from Martina Kishova. That shot was blocked, but Jurjenkova picked it up, and great footwork. She had the better of Osipova. Prince from the corner. Oh, that's great penetration from Kishova. Coach Mishkin. So there was a held ball in that first period, so we will begin this as Russia won the opening tap. With that held ball giving possession to Slovakia, it's now Russia who will start the second period.
Well, Vadeeva's done her normal job. She's got off the bench. She's just, well, there's no fear when you're 16 years old. Offensive rebound and putback, 2 for that, and then 4 in total.
Doesn't know the meaning of the word, does she? Fear? What's that? Namok. Now the referee's thinking, and Coach Mishkin helps him out. Possession to Russia. Well, this is Susanna Zhakova's 6th game. And I've seen no instance of that injury, but I've seen an instance of a 3 there from Eugenia Belakova. Doing a great job for Russia at the moment. That's 8 points to her now.
No, you've got to chase her off the 3-point line. Can't let her get her feet set. When she gets her feet set, very efficient.
And the rebound for Belyakova is Prince. Vadeeva. Well, 2 threes in quick succession for Russia.
Oh, Vadeeva's at the heart of that. Defensive rebound, defensive pressure, then makes the assist.
Vyničkalova. Zurikova. That's a tough pass, but he got there, and that's a short shot. And he, well, the rebound, it came off the rim. Oh, nice fake from Toliver. And she still fails to score. Substitution for the Slovak Republic. Hryščáková comes out. And she's replaced by Lucia Krčtabova. Vyničkalova comes out. And the lady on 2 fouls, Anna Jurjenkova back in. Suddenly, it's a 5-point lead for Russia. I said 2 threes in quick succession. One of them, obviously, towed the line, so it was only a 2. 9 to inbound for Slovaks. Marta Palenikova. Oliver. Nice bounce pass. Beautiful move, and the and one. The pick and roll played beautifully again. And Kristina Tikkanenko getting some rare court time here. Yeah, obviously a foul, moving sideways. And Jurgenkova on the foul line.
Well, Tikkanenko was part of the rotation. She carried a slight injury into the second stage, but interested to see her getting ahead of Kuzina, who's normally the rotation for Russia at this stage.
Epiphany Prince. Osipova inside, good hand from Jurgenkova. 7 on the shot clock.
Well, that's what Tikkanenko doesn't give. They don't give the same strength, ability to hold your space as has been evident so far, and easily got round.
The foul. Krejcibova. Let's say she's not got the quickest feet in the tournament. Tough cookie. Didn't get on the floor in their 2-point loss against Serbia, Krejcibova, and she does give them an awful lot of presence. Nice bounce pass. This is great ball distribution from Russia, but there's 4 on the shot clock. Prince pulls up for the jumper. And the rebound, Krejcibova. Oh, no foul, and that's great balance. Dangerous times for the Slovaks. Tikkanenko finds the trailer, who is Osipova for the reverse layup, and he misses, and the rebound, Krejcibova, and the foul. Foul is Didier Namok.
Well, for the first time, and this is, again, a great job from the Slovak bench. First time in transition, they didn't really go hard enough, and Palenikova sits down because she just didn't really attack. She got caught in 2 minds. So for the first time, they didn't, and the coach says, no, that's not the way we're going to do it. We're going to go hard.
That's the first time I've seen one of the Slovak players go inside thinking she was going to be fouled and not thinking about
just
the
finishing.
score.
Yeah. And there may be an issue with Kuzina because they've gone back with Viru, and so she's not in the rotation at the moment.
Zurkova off the glass, no, but she gets the rebound. Well, forcing it somewhat, and Krejcibova fighting for the rebound, but here you go, Russia. 1 or 2 ill-judged shots there from the Slovaks. That's a great change of direction from Prince, and she penetrates and scores, and the lead becomes 5 again. Zurkova. Well, the entire Slovak bench wanted a foul there.
Yeah, it was contact that made her lose her balance. It wasn't big balance. It wasn't a big foul, but the balance, the contact caused the loss of balance.
Here we go. Here it is. That's a push.
Just a little touch in the back. It lost the balance, therefore it has to be called.
Coming back in is Martina Kishova, number 12 for the Slovaks.
Dangerous time here, though, for the Slovak Republic, because Russia have, to an extent, weathered that really aggressive start and now beginning to impose themselves in the half court.
Toliver has switched men. She's now marking Namok.
That's just crazy foul away from the ball. Krejcibova just held Osipova as she was going to set the screen. But Roy, that's what I'm talking about. That contact there was no more than the contact on that layup, and it's disappointing when the game is being played at this level that referee's got to stay with the game, with the pace of the game.
Yeah, Zurkova doesn't fall over when she's got a layup. Prince, that's a foul. Yeah, that's a shooting foul. And it is against Barbara Palenikova.
Well, if any Prince just shoots great percentages, you can't let her pull up. You've almost got to keep her going and make her try and shoot the ball off balance. Once she gets herself balanced, you're going to have to foul her like that, or just challenge it and she'll make it, because her numbers are just very, very impressive.
Prince moves on to 8 points. Yeah, there are half a dozen Russian fans in the audience, in the crowd rather. Prince, it's 2 from 2, and the biggest lead of the game now for Russia. It's a 7-point lead. Oliver yet to score, and maybe because Prince has been glued to her. Krzysztofowa, nice pass, and the layup is good. That's the first score for the Slovaks for some time, and it is Jurgenkova who moves on to 6 points.
Again, the penetration was decisive, created the space, created the help.
Oh, good rebound from Veru, and, well, she gets a shot blocked by Jurgenkova. Here's Kishova. Valenkova. Oliver waiting in the corner, as is her wont.
The Russians are doing a great job into whoever switches on to Tolliver doesn't help, doesn't even think about helping, and chases, and she's never alone.
And now they switch back to Prince on Tolliver. And she still fails to score. And what a rebound, what fighting there from Kishova. Jurgenkova in the corner. They had a new 14, it's down to 7. Tolliver. Excellent passing from the Slovak Republic. They're back in the game. They trail by 2. That was a long 2, sorry.
Great
by
ball
3.
movement, just super ball movement. But the great thing for Russia, even though they make the shot, because we're at a level where people do, is they're chasing everything on the 3-point line.
So 4 without reply for the Slovaks. Irene Osipova, and the, well, looked like the simplest of layups. And then she ends up on the floor. To spectators and viewers who've never seen Osipova before, she tries that move several times, and normally she's pretty successful with it. There's a little step through, an underhand flip shot. 15 minutes gone and no score for Kristi Tolliver, but the Slovak Republics are still very much in this game. Valenkova for 3. More than in the game, they're tied. What does the banner say? It says play with heart. That personifies the Slovak Republic. There were 7 behind, now 7 in a row, and they're tied. Here's Prince. Well, she's fouled by... Oh, she's travelled. Krzysztofowa there was just about to berate the official, and he called the travelling. 1, 2... Yeah, that's a travel. OK, it's a slip, but it's still a travel. And I hope that knee's OK. And we have a timeout.
Well, Coach Miskin here has got, I think he's got the style of game he wants, and I think he's got the defense organization exactly how he wants. It's just they're going up against the Slovak Republic team at the moment. He's moving the ball beautifully, being aggressive to try and create help situations, and then he's knocking open shots. They won't be worried about Tolliver not scoring because the attention she's getting from Russia is opening other people, and at the moment they're stepping up and getting the points they need. I still like it if they can just get inside touches, Russia. If they get inside touches, it's going to make the Slovak defense collapse. They've just got to finish. This game, I think we're going to get one of those classics here where one team will get a run, another team will answer. This has got one of those hallmarks of little run, respond, and we're going to end up deep in the fourth quarter, and I don't know which way this is going to go. As long as, and I think the emphasis is on the Slovak Republic, they keep being the aggressor. They have to be the aggressive team here. If it becomes a hardcore basketball game, Russia win.
Well, the Slovaks Kristi Tolliver for the Slovaks started slowly in their first game against Sweden. She had 5 points and 6 assists. Tonight, she's got no points and 5 assists, so very, very similar game there. But if she explodes, remember, her teammates are doing the job at the moment. Oh, that's a beautiful move. Lovely pass to backdoor, and if that goes in, it's the lead, but it's the rebound. And Coach Kovacic runs the sideline to call the play. Toliver waiting in the corner again. Excellent ball movement with 2 on the shot clock. He missed again, and the rebound again. Well, Russia being made to work so hard, giving up the defensive rebound. Here's Toliver for no points again, and this time the rebound, Osipova.
Well, they're being stretched. That's the issue. The bigs and everybody on the switch and the rotation having to really extend, and therefore they're finding it tough to find a body to box out.
And the Russians haven't scored for 3 minutes. Vadiva has confidence for you, throwing up a left-handed shot, and here go the Slovaks on the break for 2 and the lead. Wow! 9 points without reply for the Slovak Republic. Prince. Crowd there at the top of his screen, 99% behind the Slovaks. And the foul. Oh my goodness, that's 3 fouls. And just about every management person on the Slovak bench put their head in their hands there. 3 fouls. Jurjankova, she's gone out to be replaced by Romana Viničkova. A key player is on 3 fouls, and on the bench there she is.
Just couldn't leave it alone. Little cut, and actually she played good defense to bounce Vadiva a little higher, but then just wanted to steal.
How cool is this kid?
Well, she's an 82% free throw shooter. She's just fundamentally sound, as well as being really fearless in what she does.
And she ties the scores. Sofia Hrystakova wants to get back in to replace Lucia Krejcibova. Number 8 comes in for number 15 for the Slovaks. He's tied with just over 3 to go in the first half.
Well, Hrystakova is maybe 4 years older than Vadiva, but she's the equivalent for the Slovak Republic.
Hrystakova inside, knocking off the glass and the rebound. Vadiva. Look at the confidence of the kid.
16 is really just a number.
And the foul. Foul is Martina Kishova. It's a shooting foul for Russia. .2:45 to go in the first half, and Eugenie Belyakova for Russia is on the foul line. The captain fails to give Russia the lead. She's still got another opportunity. And she fails to do it again, but the rebound, Vadiva! And Osipova, well, was that a clenched fist then? It was a bit of a swipe, wasn't it? Toliver. Balinkova. Can't get it into Viničkova. And the rebound, almost inevitably, Vadiva. Here's Belyakova. Defended by Hrystakova. Try that one again. Hrystakova. An easy rebound there for Balinkova. And she almost lost the ball. Coming back in, Zuzana Zurikova to replace Martina Kishova. Zurikova, her knee has been strapped for the whole tournament, but there is distinctly heavier strapping today. That left knee, I think it's a foot problem. It's a problem that was the original problem. I hope she hasn't hurt her knee. And for the first time in this game, Epiphany Prince goes out for Russia to be replaced by Alina Kirilova. There's Prince. Prince is on 9 points and 3 rebounds. Here's Zurikova. Viničkova misses, and the rebound is Vadiva. She just, well, almost with contempt, held her man off there.
It's just a nose for the ball and a nose to play. Great pass.
Osipova inside, misses.
And Osipova at the moment is struggling to finish. She keeps looking at the official for help, and that's not where she needs to look at a minute. She should be able to get that, although I'm really sure if the defense was exactly straight up, but
she needs to look in the mirror.
She's had a couple of good looks and hasn't been able to finish.
Oh,
Vadiva. Oh, she misses.
And Osipova picks up the garbage. Volleyball now from Vadeeva. Tolliver thought she got the ball there. Oh, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. And the and one for Vadeeva. And all that began with an offensive rebound in the form of a volleyball pass to a teammate.
Well, we've made the statement once or twice already in this tournament. You're witnessing her first of what's going to, if she stays healthy, many appearances on this international stage.
The bonus is complete and Russia lead by 3 again.
Up there with the best players of her generation. And she's in the zone now, Roy. She's totally in the zone.
Yeah, she's doing a good job on Hushkova, and Tolliver there is fouled. And that's only the 3rd team foul against Russia. And we have a timeout request from Maroš Kovacic, coach to the Slovak Republic, whose team is trailing by 3. Well, we've had what can only be described as a mini blowout already today when Croatia lost heavily to Lithuania, a 19-point game, but this doesn't have anything like a blowout feel about it. This is a classic game here in the second phase, the second day of the 2015 EuroBasket for women.
But at the risk of repeating ourselves here, when the Slovak Republic really attacked the basket, they're really getting a lot of good things to happen. I don't think they should be too worried about the Tolliver 0 points either, because she's dishing out assists, because the defense is really keying on her. I think both coaches have done a marvelous job in preparation here, because the Russians' defense much more active than they really want to be. They're getting hands up on shooters on the perimeter, and they've got to stay with that as long as they can. As long as they can get back to the glass and look after things on the defensive end. The one area where the Slovak Republic's probably getting more than they thought they would is on the offensive boards. But this is just set up really nicely. 1:10 to go in the first half, and
yeah, it just gives me the opportunity to talk about a couple of the other coaches as well. For the Slovak Republic, we've got Peter Jankovic and Martina Pospišil, and for Russia, Ellen Sharikova and Georgi Artemev. Great coaching teams, both teams. Tolliver, Prince back on for Russia. Zurikova, 2 points so far. Vinish Glover inside, left-handed shot, wonderful move. She's only 28, she just seems to have been around forever, Vinish Glover.
Right, she just caught it too deep. Osipova's got to play her harder before she actually catches the ball.
Well into the last minute of the first half, it's a 1-point game. Prince finds Osipova, the behind-the-back pass from Osipova. Magic Osipova indeed. What a pass. A spin behind-the-back wrist pass. Zurikova. Finish Glover rolls, doesn't get it. Tolliver. Zurikova, shot clock single figures. Zurikova goes inside and loses it on an opponent.
Vadeeva gets the piece of it.
Prince almost lost it there, and the shot clock being turned off, and 2 easy points for Vadeeva! Vadeeva's gone on to 11 points. She's the equal leading scorer in the game. Zurikova doesn't beat the shot clock or the game clock. So the first half ends with Russia leading the Slovak Republic 41-36.
Well, for all the talent, all the experience, the player who probably more than anybody else has been a difference maker there has been Maria Vadeeva. Tremendous execution at the offensive end individually, and then just sheer effort. She gets a steal at one end, runs the floor of everything else, and then finishes the play. And for the first time, and the coaching staff right in front of us really did notice it. When she scored, there was 7 seconds on the clock. For the first time in the whole game, they didn't rush the ball back in, didn't play at the tempo, but both teams have found a way to be successful. Those numbers there in terms of percentages, the Slovak Republic only 1 from 7 from the three-point line. Russia have struggled to actually complete where you'd expect them to around the ring. But this is set up nicely, but I'm sure Coach Miskin will be going into the locker room slightly happier of the two coaches. His defense is exactly how it should be. He's challenging other players from the Slovak Republic to score instead of Tolliver. and he's extending out. He's just got to look after the things on the glass, and he's in a good position. At this level, 2 turnovers against that sort of intensity is a phenomenal achievement by both sets of backcourts. This one's set up really nicely for a second half that really could push Russia straight into the next round. Slovak Republic will still have the opportunity to qualify even if they lose. But again, 5-point game, too close to call.
Well, the only real discrepancy in the stats that they were all even except for one particular stat, and that was amazing. 6 blocks by the Slovak Republic compared to 1 by Russia. Now that astounds me because Russia are leading by 5. So, no points yet for the naturalized player of the Slovak Republic, Kristi Toliver. She's got 5 assists, but the leading scorer in the game, 16 years of age, Maria Bediva, averaging 8.3 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, and already tonight she's on 13 points and 6 rebounds. So we'll watch 1 or 2 of the highlights of that first half, but it's been a scintillating first half. At one stage, Russia led by 7. 9 points without reply for the Slovak Republic, put them in the lead, but then Russia regained authority slightly. They lead by 5. Kristi, that is Epiphany Prince there. Number 10, the naturalized player for Russia. She's on 9 points for Russia, but the leading scorer in the game, Maria Bediva, the number 15 for Russia. So at half-time, it is 41-36, Russia by 5. We'll take a break, but make sure you get back to us for the entire second half because this is boiling up to be a classic. Welcome back to Győr in Hungary. We're almost ready for the second half of this second game on the second day of the second phase of the twos there in the Women's EuroBasket 2015. It is Russia leading the Slovak Republic 41-36 at halftime. Main contributors for Russia, a certain 16-year-old rather, Maria Vadiva, number 15, 13.6 rebounds, 1 assist in only 8 minutes, 44 seconds. The Slovak Republic will be waiting for a major contribution from their naturalized player, Kristi Toliva. No points so far. 5 assists, however, compared to the 9.3 rebounds, 1 assist of Epiphany Prince, the naturalized player for Russia. Roy Birch and Mark Clark. And Mark, this has all the hallmarks of a nail-biter ahead of us.
Well, I am so impressed with the way that the Slovak Republic have actually been the aggressor and tried to play this game over the full court. They've tried to get to the basket. If they carry on like that, this will be a nail-biter. I'm just not sure if the Russian size around the ring will wear them down. I'm not sure if they can continue to play at that level of pace and intensity. And they're just a little light in terms of rotation on the inside of the Slovak Republic. So the foul situation for Anna Jusenkova is really important. But we'll see how that sort of shakes out. And Toliva's going to score, there's no doubt. But the way Russia have constructed their defense is an absolute credit to Coach Miskin. It'll be interesting to see if his bigs can keep chasing this Slovak team off the three-point line. Set up for a great second half. So much riding on it because if Russia don't get the win, they play Spain in the last game. So their backs will be firmly against the wall. They could be in a very, very tight situation about making the quarterfinals.
Well, Slovakia are used to making comebacks. They were trailing by 10 points in their first game against Sweden. They won that game. And if it were not for that, then Sweden would be here, and Slovakia quite possibly not. But here they are, they're trailing by 5. Zuzana Zurikova to inbound to Kristi Toliva, scoreless as yet. And again, confronted immediately by Epiphany Prince. Here's Zurikova, only 2 points to her so far as well. Toliva. The Russians doing a good switching job on Toliva. Kristobova, well, she had a key 3 in that win against Sweden, but that was, well, it was actually blocked then.
Well, Russia will take that shot as opposed to some of the others all day.
And the rebound, Jusenkova, remember the number 13 for the Slovakians is on 3 fouls. That's great defense from Eugenie Belikova. Zurikova for no points again. And she can't quite get her hands on the rebound. Kirilova, Osipova. To Kirilova, little 2 versus 2 play. And inside to Osipova for no points again. And Osipova got the rebound. Kirilova. Well, that's unfortunate for the Slovak Republic, but great play there from Russia. They didn't quit on the rebound, and Kirilova buried the 2. Toliva. Kirchtovova inside to Toliva. Toliva has scored. It's a 2. Perhaps that will lift the Slovak Republic now, because he certainly lifted the bench.
Well, a tough move. She had to work hard for it, but she got herself balanced. It's a great sign for the Slovak Republic.
Veru inside. Jusenkova daren't foul, and she doesn't, but there's a foul eventually. It's Jusenkova. That's her 4th.
Let's take a look at this one. There's the shot.
Now, whose foul is that? Well, she shakes her head, as indeed do I.
Well, I'm not sure either. I'm with you.
Well, are they going to keep her out there? She's a key component to this Slovak team. Number 13, blue. And she's got to stay out of foul trouble in that paint. And the Russians know it. There's the shot clock buzzer, and they get the 3 right on the buzzer of the shot clock. And this is now the equal biggest lead It's an 8-point lead for Russia. Zhirkova to Kishova. Kishova goes inside, and Zhirkova. Shot clock on 5. Zhirkova floats one up and out. And Prince gets the rebound. Dangerous times for the Slovaks. We may see a timeout if Russia score here, but it slips through the hands of Evgenia Belikova. Yeah, Osipova seems to have taken Epiphany Prince under a wing as a soulmate.
Well, it's a bad decision by Prince to throw it. Then again, Belikova should have held it. There was no reason to make that pass.
Zhirkova, defended by Kirilova. Oh, slight indecision there. Shot clock on 3. It's got to go up, and does so. And the rebound drops into the hands of Evgenia Belikova.
It's just great defense. Russia have just stepped up the defense to start this third period.
Prince looking to draw the foul, doesn't get it. And that came off Jurgenkova's hand, and we have an injured, I think it's a jammed finger for Kishova on the end line. She's trying to state she's still ringing fingers. Number 12 there, next to Osipova. How long can Jurgenkova stay out there? That's the coach's decision. Belikova. And the rebound, Kristi Toliva. Well, no movement down the Slovak bench. Now there is. Oh, misunderstanding there. Toliva wanted to go backdoor, and Kristevova didn't read it, and Kristevova comes out to be replaced by Kristevova. Still, Jurgenkova out there. That just shows how important she is to the Slovak play at both ends of the floor. Number 13 on 4 fouls.
Well, Ryzhkova coming back in. Should have started the third quarter. She was phenomenal in that first half.
Osipova to Belikova. It's a 10-point lead for the Russians. The first double-digit lead of the game.
Well, the Slovak defense is just a step slow. And the Russian defense is just extended.
Zhirkova. Ryzhkova.
Great rotation.
And they got the drop.
But what Ryzhkova gives them is that consistency from the extended 2-point range. That if they do help them rotate, she's going to knock down that shot. Super execution.
And Ryzhkova again the leading scorer for the Slovak Republic, but they trail by 8. Misunderstanding between Prince and Osipova. Here's Osipova for that short shot off the glass. It's back to a 10-point game.
I wasn't sure if the bank was going to be open there, Roy, because I'm not really sure that it was meant, but no, not the option.
And that came off the foot of a Russian, and the Russian being Evgenia Belikova. A smiling Belikova. Yeah, Kristi Toliva looks a little forlorn out there, doesn't she? The number 18 for the Slovak Republic, and Viničkova in replacing Jurgenkova. 4 fouls for Jurgenkova to go with her 6 points and 3 rebounds. Also back in, Barbara Balinikova. Ryzhkova, oh, misunderstanding there again almost, but good defense from Prince. Zhirkova, Viničkova is fouled eventually by Vadiva.
I don't see a foul.
No, I don't think Vadiva, she can't have been in the game long enough to complain about that kind of thing. She probably doesn't understand what she's done wrong.
She was in stance with an arm bar that wasn't extended.
Viničkova drops the ball. She was going somewhere and hadn't got the ball, and well, fingertips knocked it out of bounds. The Slovak Republic needs something pretty big here. Remember, they play Croatia tomorrow. Croatia are out. And the rebound is Ryzhkova. Here's Toliva. Balinkova. Apologies. Oh, she's tough going inside. That's a great move from Balinkova. 13 points to her now.
First time they've attacked the defense in the same way they attacked in the first half. Just went straight at it.
That's an open shot. Well, no mistake there for Belyakova. You get the ball level with the foul line, look at the hoop, and if you're open, shoot it.
If they are gonna run the zone, they've really got to be active in it, because this Russian team with time makes shots. You really have to make them put the ball on the floor. If you don't, they will shoot too good. The percentages will be too good.
Well, Coach Kovacic there with his head in his hands. Epiphany Prince just picked up her first foul. Oliver. That's a three, and again the Slovak bench jump high, and well, the Swedish fans are applauding that as well.
Well, that's Ryzhkova again being that open player.
Belyakova, well, she responds with a three. Ryzhkova hit a two, Belyakova a three.
Well, they're just passing the zone to bits, really. They're just getting in the seams, making it collapse a little, then releasing the shooter.
Oliver, after the bounce pass into Vilinchkalova, Ryzhkova. Balinikova, oh, gave the ball away. It would have been a lovely bounce pass, and who intercepted it? None other than Vadiva, who is inside now for the right-handed shot. Well, timeout, Slovak Republic.
Before we get too carried away about Maria Vadiva, let's put it in the context, and then we can get carried away. She has 15 points personal, joint leading scorer. She just gets another steal, and then just leaves the floor and outworks her opponent. Apart from just saying she's got such a future, she just looks like she's doing what she's done naturally. She's playing basketball. Doesn't matter if she's EuroBasket or women. But she, at both ends of the floor, has just had a game-changing impact on this game.
15 points, 6 rebounds for 16-year-old number 15, Maria Vadiva.
And while the players are coming out, Roy, we've mentioned this throughout this tournament about her. It's a brave decision by Coach Miskin to bring a 16-year-old. He's done a marvellous job at actually putting her in to make contributions without putting too much pressure on her. There are plenty of countries who have that sort of age of talent, maybe not as good as her, who just don't take the chance to bring them to tournaments like this. And Miskin's going to have a lot of credit for this.
Nice bounce pass into Vilinchkalova. Off the glass, no good. The rebound, none other than a certain maiden, Vadiva. Here she comes, off as a pick for Epiphany Prince and rolls. And gets it. That is just, well, almost lost for words.
We're going to run out of words, definitely.
We are.
We're running out of words.
Zuzana Zurikova comes out for the Slovak Republic to be replaced by Martina Kishova, and we have Maria Vadiva on the foul line on 17 points, 7 rebounds. Make it 18. Leading scorer in the game. And never any emotion shown either, just gets on with the job. At 16, she's a true professional. Ryzhkova into Vilinchkalova, defended by Vadiva. Good rebound for Slovaks, and they need something special now, trailing by 16 points. And the foul is Daria Namok. Well, we keep going about how young Maria Vadiva is, only 16, but there are some other young players in the Russian lineup, notably Kristina Tikhonenko. Not seen a lot of her tonight. She's 22, and Daria Namok, she's only 22 as well.
Oh no, this Russian team has a balance about it where there's going to be a transitional period. And they have players coming through as Prince picks up foul number 2. But don't underestimate as well, Roy. I mean, you've seen a lot of this group. Ryzhkova came in with a slight injury, and But she is a phenomenal talent as well. Plays obviously EuroLeague basketball at Good Angels in Košice. But so there are players here who can play the game.
Yeah, let's not forget, Russia did lead by 18 points against Lithuania. They're leading by 16 here against a very good Slovakian team. It ain't over until a certain lady in the crowd sings. And they get the two there from Martina Kishova. It's not over yet. Vadiva. Prince, defended by Balinikova. That's a good matchup. Hushtakova against Vadiva, and Prince misses the jumper and the rebound. Toliva. And the break was not quite on then, and a smart player. Oh, what a steal. Now, Prince is deemed to have traveled there. It's a great steal. Let's have a look. Great hands. Yeah, and then, yep.
She probably, well, she definitely traveled, but wow. You don't normally literally see it taken out of hand like that at this level.
Balinkova finds Toliva, and that's an offensive foul. Oh my goodness, how ironic is that? Toliva hits her first three in many attempts, but an offensive foul had been called against the teammates. Well, just listen to the crowd here endure the foul against Romana Vinichkalova. Well, we've just had Croatia against Lithuania, and everything went wrong for Croatia, and it went wrong horribly there for the Slovak Republic. Viru.
The Slovak defense has picked up. I think it may be they've taken too long to raise the level. Oh my word. What a move.
The reverse layup for a 20th point from Maria Vadiva. Vinichkalova hits short jumper.
But she needs help. That's the second time Vadiva's gone. The help from the bottom of the help side, the bottom of the split line, you've really got to help and stop her coming back out. Twice, once maybe, but twice. I think she's being told that by the coach as we speak.
Krishnikova comes out for the Slovak Republic, number 11, to be replaced by Lucia Krichdovova. Some pressure now, almost a steal, very close. Vadiva back to Prince. 10-second differential between game and shot clock. That's good hands from Lucia Krichdovova. That's got to go in. They missed by a long way. And Russia have 14, or just under 14 seconds remaining in the third period. Rather disheartened looks from the Slovak Republican players. They're trailing by 14 very late, very, very late in the third period. Here's Epiphany Prince, defended by Balinikova. Just as at the end of the first half, Prince looks up at the clock. Vadiva inside. The assist from Vadiva is good on the buzzer of the third period. So Vadiva, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. And Russia leads 64-48 after 3 periods of play. That lovely pass. And it was Viru who nailed it on the buzzer of the third period.
Well, that last play sums up Russia in that period, because Beliakova had a wide open three, but she saw a better option. Vadiva, even at her age, saw the opportunity to score, but then saw Viru underneath, same play. That's just how to share the basketball. And at times in this competition, Russia have looked that good a team. They've had some flat moments, but with a 64-48 lead, they are in control. But let's not forget, they led by 13, 16, 18 at various points yesterday, and then got a little bit too complacent. I can't believe it will happen to them twice in 2 games. But in terms of statistics, 50% from the three-point line really does make you feel good as a coach. Only 5 turnovers. Slovak Republic not doing a bad job with 7, but have taken care of the basketball, and they've got good options. But it starts and stops with the defensive effort that they put in, because that's Toliva's first and only 2 points of the game. They have chased her off the three-point line, and they have guarded her, face guarded her the whole game. You've got to do that with more and carry on. And they've lost hardly any points in transition, Roy. That's the difference in that quarter. No fast break points for Slovakia.
They've chased Kristi Toliver so hard, they've chased Zuzana Zurikova so hard that the Slovak Republic have been reduced to a mere 1 from 12 three-point attempts, 8%. That ain't going to get the job done.
And that's Coach Miskin. He said he's made that statement. We are going to chase them off the three-point line. They might get shots, so they might get some stuff going to the basket as a result, but our size is going to protect the basket. Interesting point here, Diarra Nemok. Obviously, Coach Miskin has faith in her. Her minutes have been extended as this tournament develops, because Russia need the rotation on from the guard spot, and she becomes important to this team.
The foul, Vanishklova, great rebounding there from Vero. She was blocked initially, kept going, picked up the rubbish, and she's got 2 foul shots. Vanishklova now on, I think it's 3 fouls. It certainly is 3 to go with the 4 fouls by Anna Jurgenkova. Veru makes her 7th point. Two from 2 for Natalia Veru.
I think Slovak Republic, they don't have to close it all, but they have to eat into this lead now. It's just it's going to get too big to manage.
4 is Dominika Babarova on court for the first time tonight. Strong move, but she gets blocked. Lucia Kristobova and the Slovak Republic lose the ball.
You're not going to get any change out of Osipova and Vera on the inside. The rotation and the help was there. No space, should have kicked. Toliver's got to come back. By the time she comes back, it could be too late.
Osipova acting as a lighthouse on that press break. Balanikova against Prince. And no movement down the Slovak bench. Number 18, bottom right-hand corner there. And the foul is an offensive foul against Irena Osipova. Third foul, Osipova. Magic to her friends.
That's me and you.
Sure, she got more than 2 friends. Yeah, the elbow in the face there. Balanikova to Krejcibova. Krejcibova goes inside. Nice pass, but well read as well by Tikhonenko. Sorry, it's Nemok. You saw the 4. Here is Nemok again. And this time, Nemok loses the dribble. Good defense from Dominika Babarova. Coach Miskin scratches his head, but his team is leading by 18.
His team can't get too negative, though. Can't just be trying to protect the lead. That's what happened to them yesterday. Got to keep doing what they've been doing so well, which is just ball movement, open, high percentage options, but not wait until the last 3 or 4 seconds all the time to take them.
That's blocked, and it almost landed on the shooter, Balanikova. That would have been ironic, wouldn't it?
Again, chase them off the three-point line, make them put it on the floor, make them make the tough move off the dribble around our bigs around the basket.
3 on the shot clock for the Slovak Republic. You've got to shoot it. What's more is blocked by Osipova, and the game continues despite the shot clock buzzer going off.
You'd like to see Prince push it off that, because they get into the half court and it all gets a bit tight and feisty.
And a smiling Eugenia Belikova there, deemed to have handed her man off. I think Coach Miskin can quite understand the call there, but right on the half-line line, right in front of the referee, and a little push. Krejcibova takes a break to be replaced by Sofia Ryzhikova. Still no Zurikova or Toliver for the Slovaks. How long can coach Kovacic wait? Shot clock 5 again. And the rebound, Viničkova, they've got a new 14. That's good ball movement from the Slovaks. Oh, nice move. Lovely move from Barbara Balanikova. She moves on. Well, that's a 15th point. Kirilova. Oh, despite the hustle, Russia lose the ball.
They might need every one of these 16 points if they carry on the way they've been the last few. Far too negative, far too passive, and almost they're trying to survive out there and just manage the clock. You've got to actually still run and be active and try and get the shot you want.
Good defense from Veru. Almost a 5-second call, very, very close. Gishova is blocked. And coach Kovacic taking it, well, he can't do much else actually. He's going to bring Jurgenkova back in on 4 fouls.
He could bring Kristi Toliver back in.
Should do. Well, that's our opinion.
Yeah. Well, we said could bring her back in. Great
Prince
move.
Inside, and the rebound, Veru. And the rebound, Osipova now, who got thrown to the floor there. It was Viničkova who was thrown to the floor by
Veru.
That's Natalia Veru. Yeah, get out of here. Good if you can get away with it. And Viničkova just having a long chat with coach Kovacic.
They weren't talking about the food for tonight either. It's she's very, very frustrated because she can't really see what else she can do.
Well, she's the type of player who plays with her heart on her sleeve, always does.
Yep.
Balanikova, another one. Nice pass to Grishkova. Well short. And that is Russia possession.
This Russian defense is just finally beginning to look like it's really worn down the Slovak Republic.
And it's Coach Mishkin has a quick chat with his assistant coach Ellen Shekirova. Kirilova. Good defense from Barbara Balanikova. 4 coming in for Russia. Back in rather, Daria Namok. Still no Toliver or Zurikova for the Slovaks. And that's a welcome to for the Slovaks.
Kova Roy has been very, very good from that range.
13 points to her.
Yeah, and a lot of them have been that type of penetration kick. She gets her feet set, knocks it down.
And good boards from Veru, just keeping it alive. Oh, nice pass into Veru, that's the travel. Yeah. And here comes Kristi Toliver for the Slovak Republic alongside Marta Palanikova. Dominika Babarova comes out. Too many steps from Veru.
Still only a 14-point game if Toliver just gets off. And but as soon as Toliver comes back, guess who arrives back for Russia? Prince comes back in, they'll renew acquaintance.
Yeah, it's very difficult to sneak a player in without her being noticed, yeah. Isn't it? Jurgenkova at the point where she doesn't want to be. Toliver. Grishkova, the left-handed layup is missed and it drops into the hands of Veru. Epiphany Prince able to take her time. Well, but Eva's got telescopic arms as well. Shot clock on 3. Prince has been alerted, and Prince misses the 3. There's the shot clock buzzer. Well, if the Slovak Republic are going to get back into this game, now's the time. 4.5 to go in the 4th. They trail by 14. Here's Tolliver. Tolliver to Palenikova. Back to Tolliver. That's a tough pass into the corner, and it bounced off the foot of Eugenia Belikova with 7 on the shot clock.
17 seconds taken out of that possession, and they still only have the ball going to the corner with no real defensive adjustment by Russia. The Russian defense has just been out of the top drawer. Slovak Republic leading scorers in the tournament, down at 52 points. That's just down to just great defense.
Tolliver for nothing, and the rebound drops conveniently into the hands of Epiphany Prince, and it's slowed down immediately by Martin Palenikova. Vadiva's going out for Russia. What a game she's had. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 fouls for the number 15, the 16-year-old Russian. I'd say she's going out. No. She was heading for the timeout.
Yeah, Coach Riskin's taking the timeout. I think he's once bitten, twice shy. He's not going to let anything give any momentum to the Slovak lineup. I hope he's going to say, yeah, we can take our time, but don't pass up the opportunity to run our sets, get our shots that we want. Looks like he's going to run some horns type offense where he'll drag the defense out and create some opportunities to post up. The Slovak Republic, if they have aspirations to get right back in, they have to go up the floor and just take their chance with it. Especially if Russia are going to try and take, they'll get 2 goes at it. They'll get to go up the full court, and when Russia try and keep to slow the game down, they'll be able to go after it again.
Well, quite a few players on 3 fouls there, but a significant one is on 4, and that is Anna Jurgenkova. She's been on 4 fouls for a long time now for the Slovak Republic. Been on the bench for a long time as well. Only played just under 19 minutes so far for 6 points and 3 rebounds. One of their main players. And when she picked up her 3rd foul, that was possibly a turning point in the game. Captain's job done by Eugenia Belikova of Russia, 15 points. So Russia with possession and 4 minutes 11 seconds remaining in the 4th, leading by 14. It's been done before. Seems to come back from such a margin in such a short time, and a rare instance there of Vadiva couldn't hang on to the ball. And now it's only 12. 2 points there for Marta Palenikova. Well, do they still believe, the Slovaks?
They ran their horn set, they dragged all the defense down, and Prince decided to go where there were blue shirts, because Kirilova was wide open.
And just look at Coach Kovacic, he still believes, you know. Veru, shot clock on 5. Now, did they get possession? No, it's a backcourt violation. There was no change of possession there.
Well, they scored, they got to stop. They can score here, back to 10 or even 9, and they're still struggling to get Tolliver with any real good look.
Well, she's hit 1-3, but it was waved.
Kirilova just boxed out when picked it up. It's like a drill. Great job.
Prince running the clock now. Look at that, 1 from 15 from 3-point range for the Slovaks. And who's got the rebound? It's Veru. Oh, that's a killer. That is probably the end of any possible comeback from the Slovak Republic. They got the rebound and buried the 3, and it's back to 15. It could have been 12, could have been 11, but it's 15. Hrushikova for 2, hits a 2. Perhaps I'm wrong, it's not, maybe not over yet with 2.5 to go. Hrushikova moves on to 15.
So good for mid-range, Hrushikova. So good.
Prince threatens against Tolliver. And finds Vadiva. A rare miss for her. Here's Tolliver. It's now or never. A 2-pointer from Tolliver is good. It's back to 11, and the Slovak coach, Maros Kovacic, is saying, get up the floor. Put some pressure on them.
Well, they still have two fouls to give as well. They could really get after it.
Under 2 minutes remaining. It's an 11-point game. It was 18, remember. Veru misses and gets their own rebound. New 14 for Russia. Prince is fouled by Hrishtikova. And she's got 3 fouls. Neither team in the penalty yet. And that's 3 team fouls each. Veru comes out to be replaced by Osipova. Under 100 seconds remaining. It's an 11-point game. Prince. A little shake and a bake from Prince. Velikova's just hit 1 big 3, and there she is. She'll go to the foul line for another 2 foul shots.
So smart by Velikova because they rushed off balance. Long closeout, tough for the defender. Velikova made a very, very direct drive, so the help was late, therefore foul sends her to the free throw line.
Epiphany Prince has done a good job controlling this game for Russia. She's been on most of the time. I think she's probably had 2 minutes on the bench.
Well, Jusenkova finally fouls out as she came across to help to try and block Velikova's shot.
Veliakova moves on to 16 points. Jusenkova there, 5 fouls and 6 points. Possibly her worst output of the tournament so far. But she's always prone to pick up fouls. Here's Tolliver with a team trailing by 13 now, 80 seconds remaining. It's not about points difference at this stage of the tournament. It's about getting the W. That's what Russia were intent on doing. Led by 5 at half-time. Tishova from the corner, hits a 3, 71 plays 61, and still the coach says get up the floor. Prince, all she has to do now is look after the ball and manage that clock well into the last minutes. Oh, nice pass into Vadiva. What a wonderful pass, and what a wonderful player young Vadiva is and is going to be. She's going to be even better. Tolliver. Nice bounce pass, but the intended receiver got it with the knees, and that's a held ball. Bodies everywhere. Oh, great hands. Osipova and Venichkalova, 2 veterans there. Timeout with Russia leading by 12, but 39.7 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Well, I think this is a statement game by Russia after the trials and tribulations they had yesterday. And at various points so far in this competition, they've had a big statement game in the win over Serbia. This gets them right back on track. Who knows what will happen in their game against Spain tomorrow, but if they play with this much size and control, then they could go very, very deep in this competition. The Slovak Republic have just not been able to keep that tempo high and get those points in transition. The Russian defense has just been just pure joy to watch. Their application of what Coach Whisker has asked them to do has been tremendous. The bigs getting out to the shooters has just been a demonstration of how to play as a team. And they're going to get the win here. That moves them on. They do qualify. And that puts them in a very strong position to be able to control where they finish in the group when they play Spain the day after tomorrow.
Kish over there. Number 12, 11 points for the Slovak Republic. It's almost certainly in a losing effort. As they struggle to get the ball into play. Tolliver defended by Veliakova. Oh, great hands from Prince.
Super hands by Prince.
That's twice now she's got all ball in the last, what, 2 or 3 minutes. And it's knocked out of bounds, and it came off a Slovak. Well, the worst points production in the tournament so far for Kristi Tolliver, number 18 for the Slovak Republic, but they are still alive. They can still qualify for the quarterfinals. They have to beat Croatia tomorrow. And Croatia are out, and the foul there is Venichkalova. Well drawn by Epiphany Prince. Venichkalova there, her 4th foul. Tiffany Prince on 9 points. Had 6 rebounds to that and 5 assists for the naturalized Russian. Following in the long line of naturalized players playing for Russia, men and women. And 2 from 2. So any semblance of doubt removed really, with a 14-point lead with 15.5 seconds to go, and Kristi Toliver comes out. 4 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists in 32 minutes for Kristi Toliver. And again, still good hands from a Russian, Elena Kirilova. That's it, so Russia wins 75-61. A superb performance from the team coached by Anatoly Mishkin. It was a gallant performance from the Slovakian side, but in the end, Russia too disciplined, too big, and in one situation, possibly too young. Maria Vadeeva, leading scorer in the game, 22 points for the 16-year-old, number 15 Russian. So Russia, they go 3-1 in the second stage, and the Slovak Republic, the opposite, 1-3.
Well, those stats will tell you that 2 from 16 from the three-point line is just not good enough. They really did find a way to play the Slovak Republic. That you couldn't do it for long enough. And the defensive effort from Russia was just phenomenal. They controlled the glass, 19 offensive rebounds. That's just something to write home about. Turnovers, both teams do a nice job. 7 blocks for the Slovak Republic, but Russia tied that up as the game progressed. And that's just Vadeeva at 16 as the leading scorer in the game. Vieira did a nice job on the glass. In fact, all the bigs from Russia, both offensively and defensively, were as active as they've been in the whole tournament. And it's a real statement game for me that their defense can extend enough to really pressure the ball.
Yeah, Vadeeva will get the headlines on those 22 points and 7 rebounds, but the whole Russian defense should also get the headlines. They have restricted Zuzana Zurkova and Kristi Toliver to just 6 points between them.
Well, Slovak Republic leading scorers in the tournament, Roy, have just kept to 61, which is something like 14, 15 points lower than their tournament average. And that is just a marvelous, marvelous defensive performance by Russia. Statement across the tournament.
The captain of Russia, Eugenia Belikova there, 17 points, not far behind the 22 of Vadeeva. And for the Slovak Republic, 2 players hit 15 points. Hrishkova, number 8, and Balintova, number 11. Not far behind was Kishova, number 12, on 11 points. But Slovak Republic still alive. They can still qualify for the quarterfinals. They'll have to wait until their last game on Monday, and that'll be against Croatia. And Lithuania stand in their way. Watching highlights of this second game of the second day of the second phase of the EuroBasket for women. And in the end, it was just the super efficiency at both ends of the floor that enabled Russia to win 75-61. Got one more game coming tonight, and that'll be in just under an hour's time. Make sure you're back with us here in Gijor.